Good morning. Let's do sports now on the AM show with me, Muftau Nabila Abdullahi, as the Black Queens gears up for that Olympic qualifier later today at the Accra Sports Stadium against the Copper Queens of Zambia. Their outstanding bosses that almost marred the game have been fully settled by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. The Sports Ministry gave the players checks at their hotel at about 2 p.m. on Thursday, per information available to Joy Sports. We also understand that the players' outstanding per diems, as reported by Joy Sports on Thursday, have been fully settled by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So the players are now full of smiles as they walk to the bank with heavy checks to clear about $7,500 each, which was the total amount owed each player by the Ministry and the Ghana Football Association. The team held its final training session at the Accra Sports Stadium on Thursday, and my colleague Lawrence Baidu was there to watch the training session and comes through with this report.
The Queens will look to make another step closer to achieving their Olympic ticket with a game against Zambia on Friday. All 23 players were involved in the team's final training session at the Accra Sports Stadium on Thursday. After overcoming challenges in Guinea and Benin, the senior women's national team will look to control the threats of the Copper Queens. Ghana's head coach, Nora Hauptle, acknowledges the task ahead in their third round of qualifier and says that the girls are ready for the next step.
Well, we face the third round in Olympics and we have a home game. Zambia, of course, is a big opponent. They have been on the World Cup. They played 21 games last year. They have good individual players, so I think they must win. And we want to win. And we want to face the top individual players, of course, with a top team. This is our credo for tomorrow. And we are working properly this week and excited that we can start tomorrow.
One player who has dominated this week is shouting athletics Freda Ayisi, who looks certain to get into the team starting lineup for the game. The Swiss trainer believes the English-born Ghanaian is keen to represent the Black Queens.
Yes, we are also proud that we have with Freda the next player in on the mission Volta step by step. We work in to find also Ghanaians. Freda is from England but has ancestor from Ghana and she's proud to play for our country. This is the basic thing they need to bring. She's a very good footballer. As soon as she has the ball in the foot, the game will start. You hopefully will see tomorrow. And we work also on other 4 or 5 players. It's a process to bring them in, but I'm proud that she commit and her heart is beating for Ghana.
Despite the absence of key players such as Kusi, the team is optimistic about a positive result against Zambia on Friday. A full house at the Accra Sports Stadium for the Black Queens in their final training session. History not far from being achieved. Nora Hauptle has done so well, but the game against Zambia will be a real test as to whether the Black Queens are ready for the next step or the Copper Queens will advance. Lawrence Baidu from the Accra Sports Stadium for Joy Sports.
And now let's go to Kumasi, where the CAF Champions League group stage game involving Midtjylland SC and Ahli will be happening later today. The technical director of Midtjylland SC, Evans Adote, has been speaking ahead of the game, and he says that they will not underrate Ahli.
My main focus is on the field of play. Okay, maybe using my strength against them, talking of tiredness or whatever. Well, I don't know. We are ready for tomorrow. This is the date scheduled for the game. We are ready for tomorrow. Should maybe CAF postpone the date, fine, we'll go to the situation. But all that I know is we are playing against Ahli tomorrow. We are not going to underrate the position. We want to make sure that the 3 points is very important for media preparation. Since preparation, we've engaged 3 opponents. And as I speak, I'm 70-80% sure that my team is ready. for Ahli tomorrow. Soa is gone, he's not more part of the team. And I told you, a new coach has taken over. He knows how the situation looks like. As I speak, this has been a discussion we've been going through. And Nebo is sure that without Soa, somebody is there, or we have other 2-3 attackers to maybe step in the shoes of Soa. Let's hope tomorrow Midtjylland come up as victors. That is my motive for the game tomorrow.
On Wednesday, the MPP released a list of its members of the manifesto, and they were tasked to review that of the 2016 and 2020 manifestos and put together a manifesto for the 2024 general elections. Well, former Ghana captain Asamoah Gyan was named as the man who will be the team lead on the subcommittee for youth and sports, and he has taken to social media to react to his appointment as a part of the committee. He says, "When I look back at my career, my highs, my lows, my failures, and my success, I think I have enough experience and the techniques to contribute in sports. I always ask myself, how do we create change if we don't want to change? How do we spectate without being on the bench, and how do we score without being on the field?" He further went on to say that, how do we pass on the baton to the next generation if we don't share our experience? How do we achieve without a clear path ahead? I believe that with a collective experiences, we can orient the next generation to do better than what we did. We can give hope where hope is lost, and we can inspire when all hope seems lost. And this is the final part of his message, where he said, "All I know and will ever know is, and then all I love and will ever love is sports." So let's join hands and sharpen the path and the future of sports. So let's inspire, hashtag let's teach the youth, hashtag GH Sports. That is Asamoah Gyan, former captain of the Black Stars, Ghana's senior national team, reacting to his appointment as a member of the subcommittee for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's manifesto for the 2024 general elections. Now let's do African Games 2024. The Minister of Youth and Sports, Mustafa Yusuf, he says that Ghana wants to leave a legacy at the end of the Games.
I believe that by the time that all medals are won, and by the time the curtains are drawn for the African Games Accra 2023, we shall all have a huge legacy to show in the quality of our human resource in the Ghanaian media industry. Also, the experiences of covering these great events right here home without traveling is priceless, which both experienced and upcoming journalists should cherish. Not only many Ghanaian journalists have unique experience of covering the African Games. This is here for you, and my brothers and sisters in the media, let us all embrace this huge opportunity. As the mouthpiece of our country, you are the greatest ambassadors for the 2023 African Games Accra 2023. And I want to appeal to all of you, my good friends from the media, to join us deliver the best African Games in the history of our continent. We have the biggest responsibility of making sure that all of you, and we make Ghanaians proud. And I urge all of you to give us the needed support, because we cannot do it without your support.
Of everyone is required to be able to host a successful African Games. And reports picked up by Joy Sports last night actually revealed that the Legan Sports Stadium is, the lane markings are completely done. Well, the Ghana Athletics and the Ghana Education Service had decided to invite about 57 schools for athletics championship at the venue as a way of testing the facility and the new equipment which have been acquired. However, the local organizing committee, they have decided that they will be handing over the facility later today to the organizers of the opening ceremony that will be happening somewhere March 8. So what it means is that the Legan Sports Stadium might not be available for the event again. So the Ghana Athletics would have to postpone or reschedule a different date for their event, which is most likely going to happen in Kumasi, because it is quite necessary for that to happen, because some of the officials who are going to officiate at the African Games must go through a practical testing process before they are certified by World Athletics to be able to officiate at an event like the African Games. So the local organizing committee said that they're going to hand the facility out to the people who will be doing the opening ceremony to start preparations for the opening ceremony. So the testing of the tracks as well as the equipment which have been acquired for the games might not happen again. The date initially scheduled for it was March 26, which is next week, Monday. Let's take a look at some fixtures in the Ghana Premier League as the competition makes a return this weekend after taking a break for the African Cup of Nations, where Ghana produced some of the worst performances of the senior national team by exiting at the group stage for the second consecutive tournament. So Heart of Lions, they will come up against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Accra Hearts of Oak will play Real Chamale United. Bechemi United, they will play in Suatreman. Karola United will play Legan Cities. Bofako Tano will play Great Olympics. Bibiani Gold Stars versus Brekum Chelsea. Ediana Stars will play FC Samatex. Accra Lions comes against Midiama SC. So this game has been postponed because of Midiama's engagement in the CAF Champions League. And Nations FC's game against Dreams FC as well has also been rescheduled due to Dreams FC's engagement in the CAF Confederation Cup. So the teams that will play in the CAF interclub competitions, their matches would not be happening this weekend. Let's go to Europe and bring you some of the fixtures too of matches that will be happening in England, in Italy, in Spain, and the rest of the world. So fixtures for England first, where some of the big matches will be happening effective tonight all the way up to Monday. So we have Aston Villa come up against Nottingham Forest. Brighton will play Everton. Crystal Palace will play Burnley. Manchester United versus Fulham. Bournemouth versus Man City. Arsenal versus Newcastle United. On Saturday is Wolves versus Sheffield United. And on Monday, Mohamed Kudus's West Ham United will come against Brentford. So these are the fixtures for the English Premier League. And in Spain, Real Sociedad will play Villarreal. Granada will come against Valencia. Barcelona versus Getafe. Deportivo Alaves will play Real Mallorca. Almeria versus Atletico Madrid. Cadiz will come against Celta Vigo. Real Betis versus Iñaki Williams' Athletic Bilbao. And Palmas will come against Osasuna. Real Madrid versus Sevilla. And Girona, which is the surprise package for this season, play Rayo Vallecano. So these are the fixtures from La Liga. This is a wrap up AM Sports here with me, Muftau Navila Abda. The show continues right after this.